Good afternoon, good evening. We back with another episode of Say What You Feel. I'm Tyler, the host.
And I'm SP.
So tonight we're gonna talk about, I guess, the state of America. Before we jump into it, for 2025, we want everybody to know if you owe somebody some money or anything, pay them. But if you owe somebody some money, run up on them and be like, must be nice.
With the way the world is going right now, all debts need to be paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you owe somebody some money, pay them people that money. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know where we going at with this situation.
If you see somebody in the store buying a pair of ones or some Jordans, walk up to them and be like, must be nice.
Must be nice to go into the store today and buy yourself
Looking
some
fresh.
shoes.
You see him looking fresh, you like, damn.
Yeah.
You looking good. You just went shopping.
Right.
Oh, all right. And motherfucker owe you some money. You like, yeah. Oh, all right, damn.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's what's up. I mean, hey, somebody eating good, somebody living good, somebody getting money.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get mine.
That's all. If you owe, if you know you owe, pay them peoples, man. It's hard out here. It's hard. I don't care how it look. It's hard out here.
If you owe somebody something, let's not let nobody run down on you, baby. Shake a hat.
Always.
Shake a hat. Somebody might run down on you, owe some money. They need that. Right now it's a state of emergency. People need that money.
Yes, all the time. I ain't gonna say all the time, but yeah, I needs that. That's the new saying for 2025.
2025.
I needs that.
I needs that. And if you got a girl or lady, we needs that.
We needs that.
You know what I mean? You taking out the building fund.
Yeah. Even the church is saying that's the new saying in the churches before the basket pad to pass around.
We needs that.
We needs that.
You know what I'm saying?
This church ain't gonna build itself.
Hey, they ain't gonna pay his own bills.
Right.
So we passed that. You know, we just have a little fun, but we pretty much talking about the state of America and pretty much government. You know, a lot of people losing their jobs, so it's not a funny situation. And I feel for people that lost their job. You know, it's sad. You know, people in workplaces or probation, other places. You know, and they just going home. You know, it's like now they ain't got no jobs. You know, I feel a certain way about it because, I have a son that's in college, and I'm like, well, when he get out of school, he gotta get a job. Now it's gonna be harder for him to get a job because the people that got displaced, they got more, seniority, or they got actually field work experience. So now he getting out of school, it might take him years to get a job.
Right.
And, because so many people that got laid off, they probably first in line, so it's like, I feel a certain way about that because it's like, especially if you got kids about to get out of school and you got, then you got family members losing their job, man. It just don't look good right now for America.
Yeah, and it's a sad situation all the way around the board because I work for the government, and I see a lot of people that I seen go up the ladder, and I always been proud of them, congratulated them. You know what I'm saying? They was doing their thing, and for them to to look in their eyes, man, and don't know their next move. Or like, man, most of these people are like almost close to retirement. When I say close to retirement, they like got 10 or less years to go. And like with any job that you get or anything, it's always, to work less and make more money. I don't care where you work at or what you do. It's always the whole goal is to work less and make more money. Now it's like it's ready to be flipped back around. Because like even in my position, where I work, I'm not gonna say if I do have to go back, but the goal is not to have to go back. I can't start all over. I'm 50 years old. Where am I going to start at and get the time in or the experience? And just imagine people that's been in the government all these years. Now they gotta figure out what they're gonna do. And most of them, like everybody, don't have a backup plan. This was the backup plan. To retire, pay the bills off, and live a good life. Now they telling them that they got, that their job is gone. It ain't even like they downsized. They getting rid of jobs. So when they got some people got to start over, or they got to retire. And when you retire at 60, 62, that's not gonna hold you. You're gonna need you still got bills and stuff that you gotta get, man. I mean, you gotta pay, and it's no job that's gonna give you the money that you're used to getting, and that's a hell of a cut to be making. I'm gonna say to be making 6 figures, and damn, they gotta go back to half of that, and still live the way you want to live. That's a hard hell of a pill to swallow.
Like he was saying, there's a lot of like he was saying. Before the goal was to work less, get paid more. It was work 4, get paid for 8.
Right.
Now it's work 8, work 10, you get paid for 8.
Right. So it's a sad situation, and I pray for everybody that's in this situation, because I honestly don't want to. I hope it never comes down for me to have to start all over, man. Because honestly, I don't know what I would do. I know what I would do, but that's not what I want to do.
Right, I mean, if I had to start over, kicking the door, waving the 4-4.
I really don't want to do that.
I don't want to go back to the old ways, because they don't understand is when we can have the way it's looking, it can be a recession. You got people, how things happen. When things get bad, it be more robbing and killing.
When the heat stop working, then my heat start working. You
know
what I'm saying?
I mean, like when Biggie said, kicking the door, waving the 4-4.
Right. I mean,
all I hear is, Ty don't hit me no more.
Right. You got a lot of people out here, man, that bad to say, old school that put the guns up. You know what I'm saying? They got their lives together. You know what I'm saying? They got a good job. They don't have to be out there no more hustling and making moves. But the government is making them do that now.
They're gonna making people go back into their old ways.
Yeah. Don't want to be out there, but they're gonna have to be out there because they got the houses. I mean, they live in a life that they live in the American dream, but now the American dream is becoming a nightmare, and that's a sad way to be. And like he was saying about a recession, I honestly think we're gonna go into a recession
if we're not already in one.
Right. I'm not heavy into the stock market, but I've been watching it. And it's a lot of even if y'all don't pay attention to it, just watch it, man. You got a lot of these billionaires, they selling their stocks off real fast, and that's not good.
The stock market is dropping like it's hot.
Right.
So I understand it's a market you play with, buy low, but right now it's dropping, baby.
Right.
It's dropping low. So it's like
you got to be careful, and then it's sad, man, and and I really feel for the people that's got to go out here and damn near start all over, and like just to say, if you're in a position where as though, all right, what I'm saying, you're not really educated. I mean, you got degrees and stuff, but and what about the people that don't have degrees that was able to get through and make good money? Now, man, you got to start all over because everything now to have a good job, you need a degree.
Or two. Right now, I see the state of America right now, like for kids that's about to come out of school, I'm saying them they have to wait. This is my opinion. They got to get some experience for 4 years until a new person get in office because right now, it's like unless you know somebody, that's the only way you might get it. I mean, the pickings is slim pickings right now. It's going to be 1,000 people for one job.
Right.
So
the chances of a person getting, coming in and just like, look, I can get you in, that's over. It's more or less like, nigga, I got to apply for this same job you trying to
get you out.
Yeah.
The new days is, I ain't saying nothing until I get it.
Right. And really it's going to be a freeze on a lot of stuff, and a lot of good jobs is gone, man. And it's crazy. I mean, right now it's not even a political thing. This 4-year run is a business thing. That's not going to. It's not for us. When I say for us, it's not for the working people. I mean, unless you unless you rich, they the only ones that's going to only ones that's going to profit from this 4 years. But if you're a working person, that's what I'm saying, check to check. People say I don't live check to check. You're living check to check, and it's going to get harder on you. And it's sad, man. I mean, it's really sad. I see a lot of, like I said, I've seen a lot of people, man, they struggling. Or if they're not struggling, they trying to figure out their next move.
Right. I mean, but the thing about us, I mean, everybody's they lost their job. Of course, I can't even speak. I can't even imagine how you feeling, but you know, before as black folks, I mean, I was blessed to always have a job, and I was blessed to always, you know, before I get quit a job, I get another job. But you know, it's just it's hard out here for people, and
yeah, it's just like I mean, it's great to become a dog eat dog world out here. You know, first come first serve, and you can't play around with it. You're not gonna be able to play around with it. You're not gonna have the option of well, I mean, I got 3 jobs that want me, but I'm gonna take this one. It's gonna be like, man, I'm taking whatever comes first, because I don't know where my next check coming from. You know, and like I said, man, if you 60, I mean, when I say I don't even care if you, I ain't gonna say 60. When I say 60, it's like I look at 60 as you in your cruising state. You ready to stop working. You know things you putting stuff in order, so whereas though when you do retire, you got your pension, your FERS, or whatever you got saved up, that's gone. That's gone. You got 401ks and stuff that you know what I'm saying, that you stacked up. Now you got to pull out of that just to survive.
What I'm saying is, I got Biggie Ready to Die on repeat, Fur Coats and Diamonds.
I got Ready to Die. His second song, Give Me the Loot. You know, that's gonna be my anthem. Sorry to say, but it is what it is, man.
Them ski masks is gonna be jumping off the shelf. I'm just saying, you know, but like I said, we're gonna do another episode on this, just because this is gonna be going on for a while.
Right.
So
I don't want to get you political. Like when I say I don't want to get you political, because I don't want no. I'm not trying to sit up here and go word for word about y'all president. You know, and he doing this and it's gonna work out. Now, that's not our, you know, that's not our thing. I'm not saying that we're not political, but it's not something that I'm not strong on it, and I ain't really trying to argue with a person about, he doing what he's supposed to do. He's not. In my opinion, he's not. You know, you got like to say he want to get rid of all the foreigners and stuff.
Hold up. We're going to talk about that on the next episode.
Oh, okay.
Before we get into that, I want to understand, before we leave and jump on the next episode, for us black folks, I can't speak for anyone else, but everything, for me, you know, him growing up, we always had to struggle. So it's like, you know, that's why we're able to deal with certain things differently, because everything, sometimes our life has been a struggle.
Right.
You know, everything, recession, all that, depression, and black people always can't do that, and we still standing. And not saying other people are not, but we
used to it. This is every day for us.
Like oppression. So it was like recession, all that. Recession is a normal day for us, because we gonna figure out how to survive.
Right. The recession to us is like I gotta pull back and replan. You know, that's all we know. We can't sit around. You know, we don't have that kind of money. Whereas though. Yeah, I'm saying, like, well, I didn't want to go into my funds, my savings, which is over 100,000. You know, it's like, yo.
What's the price of the things again? 17.5. I'm just saying. Go back to your old bag. You know what I mean?
You still got it in you. You know what I'm saying? You can make a couple moves, you know what I'm saying? And then for people that know, you know what I'm talking about. That 17.5 looking kind of good right now.
All I'm saying, Jeezy's. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't
read
saying
the book. Read, listen to the album.
Right.
I mean, or listen to Master P. Ghetto Dope, the first song.
Make crack like this.
This don't make me get in my old ways, man. Right. And like I said, we thank the fans for looking, watching, and showing love. And keep subscribing to everybody out there.
Subscribing, like, I want y'all to really comment on this, man, because like I want to hear some insight on it, and and I just want to see how people feel, man. And I want to give prayers to all the people that's out here, that's struggling, because the struggle is real. The struggle has got real. You know, some people say, I'm struggling, but this great. This is just the beginning.
Right.
This is 3-4 months into this presidency, and shit, man, we got 4 years of this.
And before we jump off, I just want to thank, and this is from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank every single one of you haters. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for you praying against me, forsaking me, I wouldn't be the man I am. I like to give praise where it's due.
All right, okay, yeah. You can't, you can't get love unless you hate it.
So all y'all that didn't hit that like and subscribe button, you know what you can do.
17.5.
17.5.